Hello, everybody. This is Nord. So I'm going to go over just a few of the things I want to really do next year. I also want to go over my favorite games of 2018 because there were quite a bit of there's a lot of good shit out there with very little bad shit. But both exist, definitely, in the gaming world. Before I go over this, I want to go over my opinions on games. I generally like moving towards indie games rather than more AAA games, and I do like some AAA games, and there are some in here, but generally I try to avoid those. So if you think your game isn't in here, this is why. There are also probably some indie games I didn't go over. There's like 3 months back in April where I did a lot, and then a few months now where I've done a lot. And I want to be able to do it more consistently, but I'll talk about that later. For now, I do want to go over what I thought was really good. So first off, I think let's see, how many have I put down? So, 7 random games that I think were fucking great this year. I want to make them as a list and lead up to my favorite, but in reality, it's like there are 6 games which were hilarious and fun. Well, not all of them were hilarious, but some of them were. 6 of them were just really fun to play and good, and I'd say just overall subjectively great games. And then there's one which I just loved above all else, even though they're all good. So first off, let's talk about Smash Bros. Ultimate really brought a lot of what previous Smash games needed. I'm actually going to make a video about this one pretty soon here. Overcooked 2, I ended up liking a lot. That was fun. I haven't played it, but I've seen video of it, and I know the similar styles, and I think they did pretty well with the sequel. Mario Tennis was, I mean, it was a fad for a little bit, but I thought it was a fucking blast, to be honest. It was a lot of fun. Let's see, Red Dead Redemption 2, that ended up being really fun too. I enjoyed the style. I mean, I don't think it was as good as the original, but the world was nice. The visuals were really good. I would say the characters I ended up liking a lot, and I was sad when a few of them didn't exist anymore. If that happens, no spoilers here. That's not cool. Subnautica, I don't know. I think Subnautica is below the rest of them. I didn't end up enjoying it as much as others. I thought that, I mean, I like the underwater thing, and I like how that was, but I think there were other games that were similar. Like, for instance, I've been playing No Man's Sky lately, and I think No Man's Sky is overall a little bit better because you can explore a little more, and Subnautica is solely based under the sea, and No Man's Sky is sort of expanding into being able to go under the sea. And also, the crew of No Man's Sky is fucking amazing. I'm just gonna say No Man's Sky is one of my favorite games of 2018 too. Just because they've been so consistent at uploading into not uploading, but updating this game compared to other games. So I would say that, you know, No Man's Sky is definitely, it deserves a spot in one of the better games and at least the best developers and developing team of 2018. Another one I thought this was hilarious was Slap City. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't compare to Smash Bros. Ultimate all the way, but I would say Slap City was just a blast. I mean, it is my computer background because I just love Fishboonjin. If any of you, I mean, I don't want any donations. I don't think I have enough followers at the moment, but what I do want is a Fishboonjin body pillow. So if any of you want to donate that, I would greatly appreciate that. Other than that, I don't think I need any money. I'm just doing this out of passion. And then my overall favorite game of this year had to be Celeste. I just loved that game so much. It was stunning. I loved every second of it, even when I was really frustrated. The characters were really nice and well put together. I love the aspect and perspective on mental health. Even though it wasn't entirely accurate in its solutions to mental health, it was still very fun to explore and figure out and go through this amazing story with the main character and how it relates to her climb up the mountain. And it just blew the visuals of this simple platformer. Actually, probably not very simple. This is like one of the more advanced, ignore that Facebook thing, one of the more advanced platformers, and it was just amazing. I love that game. I really hope that they do more because, yeah, that game deserved its spot at number 1. Now let's talk about where gaming sort of was crappy. I think so. Something I really didn't enjoy was the general movement towards battle royale games. They're getting kind of old, and I want some new concepts. I mean, and there are battle royale games which take the concept and expand on it. For instance, the CS:GO version of it was actually pretty nice. I liked the smaller maps. I liked how they did a lot of things. I mean, sometimes I wish it was a little bigger, but I think they can expand on that. And I do like CS:GO's fighting systems and I don't know. I guess mechanics for shooting more than any other game. I just think it's satisfying. It makes more sense, and I enjoy it. I like the consistency of the weapons, and I mean, not of the bullets, but of the weapons. I know that it seems odd, but there is a difference. But yeah, I would say That one did well. Rapture Rejects, I gave a lot of shit to it. I think it did expand on the subject, but again, it's not the subject and it's not the Battle Royale game itself. A lot of them are good. I'm just tired of it. I want something new. I want games to try something new because this has been around for quite a while now. Ever since H1Z1 King of the Kill, this has been a thing. And I'm getting kind of tired of it, but regardless. Another thing that was, I mean, so Beat Saber sort of fell under the same thing as No Man's Sky, where at the beginning it was pretty bad, and then they just improved on it. I enjoyed that. Beat Saber seems better now. You're able to upload your own songs, which has been better. The maps are getting more difficult, and as long as there are more songs and they can use that concept to expand on the game, I think that's great. But when it came out, it didn't, and I thought that was bad. Okay, so next one. Minute, I honestly thought was probably the worst game of the year, or at least when it came to overall rating versus my feeling. Minute it was just kind of boring. It was its special thing, which is that you can only have a minute to advance through the story, got kind of old. And the story was relatively interesting, but it's like trying to complete a game and complete the story with a ball and chain around your ankle. So it's not very entertaining. It's just more like, you're playing a game and there are things purposefully slowing you down for seemingly no reason, and that's just not entertaining to me. I would rather have a game where, I mean, you could explore Minute in the same world without that, and it would be a little bit of a cheaper game, but at the same time it would be pretty interesting. And I mean, they worked with the gimmick pretty well, but it wasn't my thing. It could be yours, that's fine. Just, you can talk shit on me in the comments all you want. I think another thing I want to do is give some appreciation towards some of the people that I've seen around. For instance, there's a guy named, I think his old name on my channel was Franz Lemonade. Now he's just Franz. I've seen him around a lot. I'm glad he's still around on my channel. So thank you so much, Franz, for sticking around. There's a guy named Scotch, old Scotch. I mean, he's the only dude who's on my Twitch. I'm so impressed. Whenever I have a stream, he's there. I fucking love you, dude. Keep coming back. I mean, I don't know what I can do for you, but if you want me to review any game, any of the people I'm about to mention, same thing. There's also a guy named Benjamin K. I've mentioned him a few times. He's great though. I love you, man. Please keep coming back. I love having these consistent viewers, and I want to do as much as I can to make you guys happy. So if you have any requests for videos, I'd love to try to work with you guys and figure something out. You can be in them. I don't even care. I mean, the reason I'm here and the reason I like making these things is because I mean, editing is fun. I enjoy it, and I love it when really funny jokes come out of it. But creating something for the gaming community, which has given me so much, is something I just love. It's one of the best feelings in the world. And originally I wanted to do it to make money, but nowadays it's more just because I love it. I love gaming. It makes me happy. It makes me it's this project in my mind that I can continuously come back to and enjoy doing. So really thank you guys so much for everything you've done this year. I hope that I can get a bigger fan base next year, just so possibly I can do this for a living instead of having my other job or whatever. You don't know what I have. You don't know who I am. Anyways, so let's talk about, I think what I want to go over next is my plans for 2018. So one of the things that I actually didn't really enjoy doing this year was the fact that I was so inconsistent. And so about a year ago, I had a super popular sort of stint where I uploaded consistently after getting a video into the limelight of the TF2 community. I enjoy those guys. I wish I could play that game more, but I just get too mad. And then after that, I sort of stopped for a while, and then I started doing reviews, and those never really picked up a lot besides for the last few ones. But then I stopped uploading again about 7 months ago, and that was when I stopped my other job, and then I was starting to do another school it was a web development school. But then about a month ago, I got the urge again to start doing recordings and videos and things, and I don't think it's been picking up very much, but I have gotten some videos of like over 200 and something like that, which isn't terrible. I think there are a lot of creators who would want my status, which isn't that great, but it's all right. And I want to continue doing this, and I want to do it more often to the point where I just continuously put out uploads and continuously make sure that I am making you guys happy I mean, if I can do that. But that's where I am at the moment. Let's go over, let's see. I'm saying a lot just because this is strange to think about continuously. So I want to put more videos out. I want a decent uploading schedule, whatever. I want to try doing at least once a week, maybe a little bit more if I have like a meme idea or something like that. Maybe once a week, maybe, I think what I've been doing lately is I have a game that I'm reviewing over a long period of time. Right now, that's Smash, and I'm getting into the community. I'm understanding what's going on. I watched this 4-hour documentary on it, which is amazing. It's called the Smash documentary. I highly recommend watching it. So that's something I want to get into at 1.2, just making sure that I can. So I want to make sure that when I make the Smash video, it is everything that I want to put out there, and I want to make that information valid, and not only valid, but interesting. Because right now I could make one, but I would seem uninformed, and that's not something I want to do. Another one I've been doing right now is No Man's Sky. That's probably going to be a shorter one. I love that game though. It is a lot of fun, I would say, like I was talking about earlier in the video. Moving on. So another thing I want, just being straight honest, is mental stability, because that hasn't been a very common thing with me. Essentially, when my mental health goes down, I stop uploading and doing things I want to do because I just need to focus on making myself happier, which I don't know how to do. And that's something that a lot of people have a lot of issues with. I would love it if you guys talk about that in the comments. I mean, I have a lot of experience dealing with weird shit. And I mean, I have a lot of weird stuff going on in my brain. And it's really hurt me. It's put a lot of my life in a point where it needs help. And I think that sucks. I mean, I don't really know how to overcome it, and I'm using tools that I have, but it's hard to just consistently get better and better and better. But this channel actually is something I really can focus on and do something that I love doing, and it's been a lot of help. So that's been nice to do. Even though I don't have a lot of viewers, it's like something I can consistently go back to and enjoy doing. So that has been a lot of help, and I think there are other things that need to be in order. For instance, I need to be financially stable, which currently I am, but I need to be in a point where I can consistently be financially stable and mentally stable to be financially stable and continuously do this. And then I will be pretty fucking happy. But until then, I'm just going to keep working on it. And I may not upload entirely consistently just because I need to focus on making sure that I keep me and my family in order. But so that's something I want to work on. And that's something I really want everyone to, I mean, openly talk about. But I don't know if I want to make my comments a therapy session, but I do want to create sort of an escape and get this love of video games, which I have, into your brains in whatever way I can do that. The next thing I want to do is I may want to expand into doing different types of videos just to get more of a fan base. I used to do these like commentary, sort of casual commentary things like my TF2 videos, and I may want to get back into that at some point. That would be pretty neat. And then I also may want to do collaborations with people, I mean, anyone who's been consistent in my fan base can join. I might do a Minecraft server with you guys. I don't know. I mean, I just want to hear what you guys want to do. That's one of my things I want. I mean, if you have any ideas for what I need to do, just tell me and I'll be glad to figure it out and figure out if I want to do that. Finally, my big project that I really want to try doing is creating a brand or a channel with people who are like-minded with me. And that is people who I am so extremely passionate about this thing. I love making making videos about video games, figuring out what makes video games good. Talking to people about them. I would love starting maybe a podcast, I'm in a podcast, by the way. It's called Group Chat After Dark. We have one whole video and we've been doing it for 7 months. Anyways, I may want to do a podcast. I may want to do like a channel dedicated with other people who also have the same passion, and we could work together on some videos, or we can upload twice a week together on different videos, or we can do Let's Plays together, just something like that. That would be really cool. And it's going to be a weird search. I do have like some requirements for it. I don't know if I should put this to be public, but I mean, I can't afford, I get like, I don't know, I get like $2 a month from this. So I don't think I can exactly afford a PR guy, but what I can afford is to try to put this idea out there and try to figure out if someone would want to join me in this thing. Because I mean, I'm pretty passionate. I work hard when I love what I do. And I think we could make something really cool if we have a relatively similar style of humor. So if any of you want to try that, just email me at norwegianmain@gmail.com and we can talk about it. Finally, so this is my New Year's update. I hope 2019 is better for the Nord brand or whatever the fuck I am. That's about it. Thank you everyone who's been watching. Thank you everyone who's been around. I love you guys more than you'll ever know. And that's about it. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you next year. I'm sorry. I'll talk to you guys next year. Catch you later. This has been Nord. See ya.